not sourdough, correct?
It is not sourdough. We use commercial yeast. The most important ingredient is time.
Okay.
It ferments for a total of 20 hours. Okay, so think about coulis as a starter. It's like sourdough. With a sourdough, you're adding sourdough to basically a new dough, a dough that's being mixed that day. Coulis is always 100% flour, 100% water. So
it just
and commercial
has
yeast.
time.
So that starts the night before, and that goes all night for 12 hours. So then I come in the morning.
For another 20 hours.
No, just for 8 hours.
Okay.
And then with new flour, all 80% new flour, we're mixing that, adding the pouliche, adding salt, and we're mixing that for a total of about less than 10 minutes. You hear artisan all the time. One of the big differences is how much you're using your hands to do the mixing, and obviously you're using your hands to form dough balls, but the mixing process, or what bread makers know as the term kneading, is simply done with stretch and folds in the pizza world. We do that all by hand. So most of the mixing and kneading happens by hand, and you kind of get a feel for the dough. This has had 8 hours of rest, and this is the final product. It's kind of airy and fluffy.
Kind of bouncy. And that fermentation process, that slow fermentation, is actually where the flavor is developed.
That is where the flavor and the texture, texture is just as important.
Yeah, it's totally alive, because there's bubbles forming.
It is alive.
People could say, oh, this is kind of like Neapolitan style, but this is number one big, right? Pies are...
They've always been 14 inches. Neapolitan pies are typically around 10 inches.
They're regulated at 10 to 12, but yeah.
We just felt like people wanted something bigger than a personal size pizza. It's kind of like, it's a personal pizza in my opinion. Like one person that's hungry can definitely, like leftovers are not a huge concern.
Oh, I see. So this is slightly bigger than the peel. Okay.
Yeah, you just gotta kind of fit it on there.
Okay. What's the goal with the texture here for your dough? You want a chew, right? A little bit of a chew.
We want the chew in the middle, and we want like super crispy on the outside.
And you guys limit. I know there's rules here.
There are some rules,
but there's a good reason for that.
The best pizza is a cheese pizza. It's super light. It enables you to focus on the crust, the tomato sauce, and cheese. And frankly, it doesn't need 10 toppings. Pick your favorite 3 toppings, and you're gonna be gold.
Because honestly, how long are we?
We're talking. How long are we talking? We're talking 5 minutes, I would say. We'll put a little bit of shred mozz on the top to hold it all together.
And this pizza isn't a great example in the sense that it's pretty standard, but
this is pretty standard.
Pizzas also really emphasize seasonal ingredients.
Yes,
correct?
Yes.
You're taking advantage of what's here.
Yes, we definitely support Wisconsin agriculture, farmers markets.
No, I'd probably say that Rosati's is probably our second favorite.